Do you actually show your cat love in a way they understand? Most owners think they do. You feed them, pet them, give them a comfortable life. But here's the thing. Cats don't experience care the way we do. What people don't realize is your cat is constantly reading small signals you don't even notice. The connection weakens. In this video, you'll discover what your cat has been waiting for all along. 1. Let your cat choose when to be touched. You walk up to your cat, reach down and start petting them without thinking. Maybe on the head, maybe along their back, because to you, that's just how you show affection. It feels natural. Most owners do this every single day. But what people don't realize is that for a cat, touch is not something that should be assumed. It's something that should be agreed to. Cats are control-driven animals. In the wild, every interaction is a choice, and that instinct never disappears. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats show significantly more positive responses when they initiate contact with humans rather than receiving unsolicited touch. When you reach first, your cat doesn't always interpret it as love. Sometimes it feels like pressure. That slight lean back, that pause, that moment of hesitation, that's your cat deciding if they're comfortable or not. And when they lean in instead, when they press their face into your hand, that's not random. That's consent. That's trust. Your cat is saying, I'm ready. This feels safe. So instead of going straight into petting, pause for a second. Offer your hand, stay still, and let them come to you. Because when your cat chooses the interaction, the connection becomes something completely different. 2. Stop picking up your cat without warning. You see your cat sitting nearby, maybe relaxed, maybe just watching you, and without much thought you scoop them up, hold them close, or move them to where you want them to be. It feels like affection, like closeness. Most owners don't question this at all. But what people don't realize is that being lifted is one of the most vulnerable positions a cat can experience. In the wild, losing contact with the ground means losing control, and control is directly tied to survival. Research in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery has shown that many cats tolerate handling rather than enjoy it, especially when it happens unexpectedly. So, even if your cat doesn't struggle, that doesn't mean they're comfortable. From your cat's perspective, this moment isn't about love first. It's about being overpowered without choice, and over time, that changes how safe they feel around you. When your cat walks toward you, sits near you, or settles beside you, they are choosing closeness on their terms. That's the connection you want to protect. So instead of lifting them whenever you feel like it, watch their signals. Let them initiate contact. And if they want to leave, let them go. Because trust for a cat is not built through holding them closer. It's built through giving them control. 3. Stop petting your cat the same way. Every time you're sitting with your cat, gently stroking their back the same way you always do, head to tail, over and over, because it seems like the normal way to pet them. At first, they stay. Maybe they even purr. But then something shifts. Their tail flicks, their body tenses, and suddenly they walk away, or even nip at you. Most owners think this is random, like their cat just changed moods. But what people don't realize is that cats have very specific zones where touch feels safe, and others where it quickly becomes overwhelming. Their skin is extremely sensitive, and repeated stimulation in the wrong areas builds tension, not comfort. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats showed the most positive reactions when touched around the cheeks, chin, and base of the ears, while full-body stroking often led to signs of overstimulation. From your cat's perspective, this isn't about rejecting you. It's about their nervous system reaching a limit. They're saying, this was good, but now it's too much. And when you ignore those signals, the only way left for them to communicate is to leave or react. So instead of repeating the same motion every time, slow down. Focus on the areas they lean into. Watch how they respond. Because your cat isn't asking for more touch, they're asking for the right kind of touch. 4. Feed your cat from your hand, sometimes. There are moments when you fill your cat's bowl, set it down, and walk away without thinking twice, because that's just the normal routine. Food is given, cat eats, end of interaction. Most owners see feeding as a task, not a moment of connection. But what people don't realize is that food is one of the most powerful bonding tools in your cat's entire world. In the wild, food doesn't appear in a bowl. It is it. Delivered, shared, or brought by a trusted source. Studies in feline behavior, including observations referenced in applied animal behavior science, show that direct food sharing strengthens social bonds and reduces anxiety in animals. When you occasionally offer food from your hand, something shifts in your cat's brain. This is no longer just feeding, this is trust. Your cat is thinking, this comes directly from you, not just the environment. It taps into a deep instinct that goes back to kittenhood, when safety and food came from the same place. And here's the part most people miss. If your cat hesitates at first, that's not rejection. That's caution turning into trust in real time. So instead of always placing the bowl and walking away, sometimes stay. Offer a few pieces from your hand, because in that small moment, you're no longer just the one who feeds them. You become the one they trust to provide. 5. Let your cat win the hunt. Every single time you grab a toy, wave it around, maybe make it move quickly in front of your cat, and they pounce once or twice before suddenly losing interest and walking away. It feels like they got bored for no reason. Most owners assume their cat just isn't playful, but what people don't realize is that the problem isn't the cat, it's the ending. Cats are not built for endless chasing. They are wired for a sequence. Stalk, chase, catch. That final moment, the catch, is where all the satisfaction lives. Research published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery shows that incomplete predatory sequences can lead to frustration and reduced engagement over time. When the toy never gets caught, your cat's brain never receives the reward it's expecting. From your cat's perspective, it's like starting something important and never being allowed to finish. That's why they disengage, not because they're bored, but because the experience feels unfinished. And here's the deeper part. When you let your cat catch the toy, hold it, bite it, you're not just playing. You're fulfilling an instinct they've carried for thousands of years. You become part of that cycle. So next time you play, slow it down. Let the toy get caught, because that final moment is what turns play into trust. 6. Talk to your cat like they actually understand you. You walk past your cat during the day. Maybe you glance at them, maybe you don't. And most of the time you stay silent unless you need to call them for food or move them out of the way. It feels normal. Cats don't understand words, so talking seems unnecessary. Most owners barely think about it. But what people don't realize is that your voice is one of the strongest emotional signals your cat recognizes. Cats don't rely on language the way we do, but they are extremely sensitive to tone, rhythm, and familiarity. A study from the University of Paris found that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's, but only when the tone is soft, directed, and consistent. When you speak to your cat in a calm, gentle way, something shifts in how they perceive you. From your cat's perspective, that voice becomes a pattern, a signal of safety, a predictable presence in their environment. Over time, they begin to associate that sound with comfort, not just attention. And here's the part most people miss. Silence feels neutral to you, but to your cat, it can feel like distance. So instead of only speaking when you need something, start talking to them during ordinary moments. Not loudly, not constantly, just softly and naturally. Because your cat may not understand your words, but they understand exactly how you sound when you care. 7. Respect when your cat chooses to leave you. There's a quiet moment that happens almost every day. Your cat is sitting with you, maybe lying beside you, maybe even purring, and then suddenly they get up and walk away without any clear reason. Most people feel it, even if they don't admit it, a small sense of rejection, so they call the cat back, reach for them, or follow them into the next room to bring them closer again. It feels like holding on to connection, but what people don't realize is that this exact moment is where trust is either built or quietly broken. Cats are one of the few animals that never lost their need for autonomy. In their world, closeness only has meaning if it is freely chosen. Research referenced in applied animal behavior science shows that cats who are allowed to control their interactions develop stronger, more secure bonds with humans over time. When your cat walks away, they're not disconnecting from you. They're regulating themselves. They're saying, "This was good, and I want it to stay good." But if you interrupt that and pull them back, even gently, you change the meaning of being close to you. It stops feeling safe and starts feeling like something they can't exit. And that's when cats slowly stop coming at all. So when your cat leaves, let them go without reaction. Because here's the part most people never understand. A cat that knows they can leave whenever they want is the one that always comes back. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Did this help you understand your cat a little better? And what's your cat's name? I'd love to read it in the comments. If you enjoyed this, you can like and subscribe, only if it feels right for you.